Yeah, I think that's a great opportunity for us to get together as a team and play together before we get started. Got a very talented group of new guys this year, and it was a pleasure to watch them and help them develop and grow into the culture of our team.
This team has rostered for something different that maybe it makes something in the past, or maybe a different vibe in the past that other teams can have?
I don't think so much a different vibe. I mean, going from UNCW baseball, we had that mindset when the freshmen come in, the underclassmen, everyone just kind of molds together. We become really close, and we have our mindset at UNCW, the way we play the game, and we just go out there and give it our all every day. So I don't know there's a different special thing about this team. We're just going to go out there and grind every day and give it our all and play Seahawk baseball.
And to add to that, I think that overall, I think we're pretty loose, but at the same time, we're focused and we're ready to go out and play whoever's in front of us. And no matter who that is, I think we're going to compete and we're going to show that we're better ultimately.
Was there a moment last year during you guys' run where you kind of found that perfect medium of being loose and being focused?
Yeah, definitely. I think after that Charleston series at the end of the regular season, we just realized that we should be competing with them better, and we didn't show that in that series. And after that, we just kind of molded and we just pushed forward. And I think at the end there in that conference final, we put it all together, and we just shined pretty much.
Who's in charge of keeping loose?
Coach Monday does a pretty good job of doing that, but I don't know. We like to just bring energy every day, and Coach Monday makes sure. Our coaches always do a great job keeping us loose and not making us tense up. Baseball's a fun game, and it's hard to play it when you're really tense.
Right, I can't remember about that you mentioned. So you expect him to be the Friday guy? What is it like being kind of the old guy on the staff?
Well, as far as what day I pitch on, that's going to be up to the coaches. But as far as being a leader on this pitching staff, I do take a lot of pride in it. Take a lot of pride in helping the young guys whenever I can, sharing what experiences I've had here, anything about pitching or baseball in general. So I do take a lot of pride in being a leader on the pitching staff.
How much did that start in Baton Rouge and for you, just kind of confidence in what you're kind of seeing more of?
Well, yeah, for most of the year, we had relied on the bullpen pretty heavily. Hadn't thrown a ton of innings. But when you get into a regional, things change, and you got to do what you got to do. As far as that start, I didn't do anything different that start than I had been doing all season. Had some good stuff and was able to get some quick outs, so that may have been why I was able to pitch a little deeper into the game. But as far as going into this season, I feel good. I'm ready to go.
I know you were really close to the group of starters and stuff like that. How's the personality of the pitching staff changing and kind of a lot of new guys?
There's a lot of new guys, but I learned so much from the guys that came before me, starting with Matt Batts and Jordan Ramsey and Evan Phillips and Nick Monroe. I was really close with those guys, so I try to take all the things that I've learned from those guys and help pass it on, along with my experiences, to this younger group, and I think we'll be ready to go. Well, from a pitching standpoint, mechanically, I've made a few changes. I've done a lot of work this off season, and then from a middle standpoint, I've kind of taken on, as Eric mentioned earlier, taken on that leadership role. I feel like with that comes a lot of confidence, also a lot of responsibility, but I feel like I'm in a good place to handle that.
Ryan, you talked about working with a lot of the young guys on the staff coming in and a lot of the new faces. Is there any one or two new guys that have really impressed you, or guys from the team last year that have really stepped up and improved over the off season?
Yes, to answer your question, both. A lot of new guys and a lot of guys that have stepped up from last year's team that maybe didn't have quite as much of an impact as they would have liked. I think that there's several guys that fall into that category that are going to have a big impact for us this year. So, yes, sir.
just gonna try and keep the same thing, like same mindset as last year. I really worked on this fall, just being a little more better with 2 strikes. I feel like I struck out a lot last year, so I really worked on it this fall, and just gonna keep trying to get on base and let my team move me over and score, and just putting myself in the best position for our team to win. Not exactly. It'd be nice to be up there in the 40s. I don't know that.
How soon do you know you're going to save your left side batter, but slaps down if you're not around first, second, or third?
I don't know. I just try and get down the line as fast as I can. I don't really think about that really.
All the guys that really brought so much to the table last year, you like that, but they're not going to lose those stuff.
I think I really expect this year our young guys are really going to do a lot for us. I really like the group of guys we have, and even though we kind of missed some key guys from last year, we grew this fall as one, and I feel like we're really ready for the season, and we have everyone knows their role, and we're going to perform.
Well, I think from playing a lot as a catcher last spring and into the summer, before I was kind of more focused on offense, but I learned quickly that the defensive side is pretty much the most important. That's when being a catcher, because you get to control the pitchers and also the defense that's in front of us. So I think a lot of my focus is catching, but at the same time I try to keep the same approach in the batter's box that I always have, and hopefully it'll be successful that way.
How's that been for you adjusting some of the new pitchers getting like that?
It's never too hard. I think one of the most important thing is having those pitchers trust you as a catcher, and knowing that whatever pitch I put down, they can hit a spot, or whether in any count I'll block a ball up for them and save a run or whatever. So it's just trust that me and that pitcher have is really important. Yeah, I put on a couple pounds. I spent most of the winter break in the weight room, I think. So I think probably like 15 pounds, I think. 230. Well, I think we've been outside most of the time. I mean, we withstand the cold weather. It's nothing to us, We'll play through that, and we're gonna have to play through that in some games come regular season. I think we go up to Boston pretty early, so we should be ready for that.
Oh, definitely 100% ready to go. It was just a minor thing, and I thought it was the best thing to just shut it down and get stronger in the weight room, and I'm all good now, ready to go.
That was your hand.
Yeah, left ring finger.
Thank you.